Hello, everyone. It is Jill over here at Vitalia Strongsville, and I'm here for your weekly meditation class. Today, excuse me, we are going to talk about obstacles. So, in our lives, we might face all kinds of different obstacles. Maybe it's when we're driving, there's things in our way, we gotta move around them. Maybe it's things thrown at us that we're not expecting. We have this vision, this path of our life, and maybe we're thrown some hardships. We're thrown some financial things that are going on in our lives. Maybe we're thrown an illness or an injury. And those are obstacles that we need to get through in order to keep moving forward. We have obstacles in our mind, so maybe we are focused on something and there's that constant chatter that we talk about every week, and it is just that obstacle. We can't get it out. We can't get those certain thoughts out of our minds. So there's all kinds of different obstacles that we face in our lives. Probably starting as a child, learning new things, learning how to walk, learning how to ride a bike. We fall down and get up. We trip over things, and but we keep going. We keep learning, and the more we do it, we get better at it. And those obstacles, we can step over much easily. As we get older, those obstacles might be the same thing. We might have, again, trouble walking, and a carpet or a bump might be an obstacle for us as we move past it. So we have to learn how to be more mindful when we're walking of those bumps and cracks and things like that. So we might have to pick our walker up instead of roll over it. Just again, being more mindful of the things we do every day or the things we take for granted. Just like breathing, we don't tell ourselves to breathe all day and every day. It just naturally happens. We're just used to it. And if there ever came a time where we had to tell ourselves, make sure you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And if we forgot, not good. So there's things that come naturally to us, and then there's other things that we have to be more aware of and more mindful of in order to, again, step over those obstacles or move around those obstacles. If we think of water as it flows down a river or through a lake, there's many obstacles in its way. Maybe there's a tree that has fallen into the water. Maybe there's big rocks or boulders. Maybe there's a slew of ducks or geese swimming. And when the water gets to that point, it doesn't just stop. It finds its way to move around or to move through. And that's the same thing that we need to learn how to do in our lives. Excuse me. When an issue comes, when we have an injury, when we have a fall, when our health takes a turn, instead of just stopping and giving up and that being the end all be all, we need to learn to move around that obstacle. So maybe we slow down a little bit. Maybe we, again, find something that's going to help us walk or move, like a cane or a walker or even a wheelchair. Maybe we ask for help. Maybe we ask someone to hold our hand or grab their arm. So there's many ways to get through these obstacles instead of just stopping and giving up. So today in our meditation, we are going to look at ourselves as that water moving through the obstacles that we might be facing in our lives, whatever they may be, and watch ourselves flow and shift and change in order to get through that. Let's start by breathing, of course, the most important thing of all. So find a nice seated position. Sit up tall in your chair. Get all that room going for your lungs to expand, stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your hips. The shoulders are away from the ears. We have a nice long neck. The head is pulled up tall. And let's take a deep breath in, fill from your belly button all the way up into your throat. And then slowly empty out from the throat, back down to your navel. Inhale, fill up. Exhale and empty. Good, keep breathing. And as you breathe, begin to imagine that breath moving like water as well. If there's any obstacles there, like the lungs won't fill up as much, feel the air moving around those obstacles and breathe out slowly. See the breath moving like water. Inhale and exhale. You may even visualize it as a tide rolling in and going back out to sea. Good. One more nice big breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Keep breathing. We're going to loosen up those shoulders a little bit today. So we'll start with one side. Start to move just one shoulder in a circle forward. So get that one shoulder going. Notice how it feels, the creaks, the cracks. Again, imagine it rolling through those obstacles, the tightness, the tension. And with that same shoulder, start to roll it backwards. Again, just being very aware of how it feels. Maybe we feel some creaking and cracking, some crunchy sounds. All right, good job. Let that shoulder rest. And then we'll go to the other shoulder, being aware of what this shoulder feels like compared to the one that we just moved. So other shoulder, we're going to start to move forward. Nice big circles, moving it as best as you can, trying not to force it, but again, imagining moving through the obstacles here in the shoulder. And then that same shoulder backwards, let's start to roll it back. Again, just that awareness of how everything is feeling in the body. Good. And come back to center, and we're going to take both shoulders forward this time together. And notice if one is moving differently than the other. And if it is, that's okay. Maybe one has more mobility, one is not as tense or tight, or maybe we had some kind of surgery or injury in one of the shoulders, and it just doesn't move the same. And then let's go backwards with both of them. Mine are really creaky today. All right, great job. Let's take the shoulders down away from the ears and then pull them up as close to the ears as you can. So we're losing the neck. Imagine letting the neck disappear. And then going down and extending the neck long and pulling up and disappearing. Good, let the shoulders come down and let the shoulders come up. And then again down and up. Good, last time, shoulders down, feel the length from the neck all the way to the shoulders, and then squeeze it back up. And then let it come down and shake it out. Hopefully those shoulders are nice and loose. There's no more tension and tightness, no more obstacles in those shoulder joints. And we can relax as we get into our meditation practice. So start to lose all that good posture and lean back in your chair. Get nice and comfortable. Let the back of the body rest on the back of your chair. If it feels good to lean the head back, feel free. Let your eyes gently close. Let your arms rest on the chair or on your lap. Make sure both of your feet are flat on the floor and they're supported by the floor. And close the eyes gently. Feel all of the tension in the face disappear. So let go of the wrinkles in the forehead and the brow. Unclench your teeth and clench your jaw. And just for a moment, feel your body completely supported by your chair, as if it were just holding you in its hands. The chair support you and hold you, making you feel safe and secure. And as you melt deeper into your chair, begin to breathe. You feel the breath again moving like that water, that stream. Breathing in and out from navel to throat and throat to navel. And feel that nice rhythmic flow of breath. And allow the breath to start to calm your mind. Allow the breath to calm the muscles in the body. And start to let go of all the thoughts that are running around in the mind in this moment. Let your body feel very, very loose. And our bodies are made of water, and we're going to start to visualize our bodies completely made of water, as if we were the water. And feel your body gently swaying, even though it's still. And feeling that water within. And then picture where you are as you become that water. If you are in a small little pond, a gentle creek, a rushing lake, or river, or ocean. Notice what kind of water you are. Are you calm and still, just moving ever so gently? Are you full of energy, rushing, moving quickly? Or are you like that ocean coming in and out, gently swaying, kind of carefree? Or maybe your ocean is more filled with waves, building up and crashing down onto the sand, onto the shore. Begin to visualize your sense of water. And whatever kind of water you are, begin to see the obstacles that are in your way. Right now, making them physical obstacles, like rocks or boats or trees or things left on the ocean or in the lake or in a river. See the obstacles in front of you. And then notice how you, as water, moves around them. When you get to the rock, you split in two and move around the rock and come back together. If there's a boat floating on the water, maybe you start to move underneath the boat and come back on the other side. If there's a tree or a log that is in that space, maybe we feel ourselves moving over it and continuing to go forward. See yourself as water. Notice those physical obstacles within you. And see yourself moving around it. Really feel your whole body as that water moving. Again, even as you're sitting still, we feel the body gently swaying, gently moving. As we picture ourselves as beautiful blue or green water, maybe filled with bubbles, maybe calm and steady, maybe rushing through quickly. Let your whole self become this water as you move through this space. And as you've moved past these physical obstacles, these rocks, these boulders, these trees, these boats, start now to visualize your personal issues, your personal obstacles, whatever they may be. Visualize your health, and as that water, move around it, move through it. Picture any difficulties in your life, maybe with a family member or a friend, where we've gotten into an argument or we haven't spoken. And see yourself moving through and moving around instead of allowing it to stop. Picture any physical ailments that you might be having. Issues with your knees or your hips. Having trouble walking. And see yourself moving past that. Floating through, finding security and help if needed. And anything else in your life that may be an obstacle for you at this time. Visualize it. And then see yourself as that water slowly moving around it, or splitting in two and coming back together, or moving under it to go forward, or moving over it to go forward. Never seeing yourself just stop. Continue to flow through any situation, any issues, any obstacles that might be in your path. knowing that you can always get through anything that comes your way. Whatever detour you are facing, know that we can take another turn and go a different way and still remain on our journey, on our path. We have to be willing and open to change and shift and make way in order to continue with strength and courage. Allowing nothing to stop us in our tracks. Continue to visualize yourself as that moving water, now with nothing in your way. Just smooth sailing. Allow your body to feel calm as it gently moves. Allow your mind to be free of all of that worry and fear and frustration and aggravation that your obstacle might have given you. And feel the freedom of moving past, of getting through. And feel the freedom as you, as water, float on by. As you continue to gently, calmly float, connect your breath with that movement. Breathing in and breathing out as you move slowly. Allow yourself to feel calm and serene. Float here for just a few more moments, knowing that there are no current obstacles in your way. And if one does appear at any time, you can move around it very gracefully. Bring your awareness back to your breath, and slowly feeling the breath moving from your navel to your throat, and your throat back down to your navel. Bring your awareness back to your body, sitting here in your chair, feeling supported and held. Begin to invite in some soft, gentle movement as you awaken your hands, wiggle your fingers. Movement of the feet, wiggling your toes inside of your shoes. And then allowing your head to gently move from side to side, awakening the head and awakening the neck. And then coming back to your seat, finding that nice posture again. So if we're sitting and slouching in our chair, start to sit back up. If our head is tilted back, bring it back into that alignment of the head, heart, and hips. And together, let's all take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Let your eyes open as we come back to this space. Hopefully you feel like you have accomplished greatness, moving through any obstacles that you are facing in your life at this time. Know that whenever we have those difficult moments, when we feel like there is a brick wall in front of us, that we don't have to stop there. We can walk around it. We can climb up it. We can find a ladder if we need to, but never let anything, any obstacle in your life allow you to just stop. Keep moving, keep flowing, and find your way through. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Hopefully you had a wonderful moment of meditation. Can't wait to see you again next week.